Hey, friends and family. Welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and happy October. I'm pretty excited. This is the time of year. Hopefully, things will cool down around Texas. I just want to say a quick thing, real quick, about anybody that has been in the horrible Helene hurricane path. My thoughts and prayers are with you, and I hope you're okay. And I really mean that. So, anybody that's subscribed or watching that's from there, you are being thought of, and prayers and good thoughts coming your way. And I hope um, electricity gets back on and that your homes aren't too damaged and everybody's safe. Mostly everybody's safe. The other stuff will handle itself. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So today, I thought since we're in fall season, we're in pumpkin season, and we're in Halloween season. As you can see, I did my digits all Halloweeny. We're going to do three very simple, very quick, different pumpkin earrings today. So even if you don't celebrate Halloween, it is pumpkin season. Next month we'll all be enjoying pumpkin pie, hopefully. So pumpkins, any kind of squash, that's very seasonal right now. So we're gonna make three pair of earrings. I'm just gonna do one side of one pair each, so that this video is pretty quick, but hopefully it'll inspire you to do different types of pumpkins. So I thought for my first pair that I would use these really big, glorious crystal beads. They are squashed. So they look like a squash. Oh, that's really bad. Sorry about that. They do look like a pumpkin to me. So we're going to use that. And then I am going to use some big bead caps. And we want a little hint of green, I think. So I'm going to do some little green bicones. And then just to top it off, we're going to do some little brown fire polished beads so that it looks like a little stem. So, like I said, we're going to do one today. So we're going to get started with this one. And I am going to use some black head pins, but you can use, actually, I think I'm going to save the black head pins. Scratch that. I'm going to do silver. You can do any color you want, though. I mean, I think you can use black, you can use silver. I'm actually saving my black ones for some other Halloween stuff I'll be doing later on in the week. So stay tuned for that. And I've got a whole bunch of Halloween type earrings that I made and I'm making for my Etsy shop that I need to get listed. So hopefully I'll do a little finished jewelry update for you on those, and then we'll make some more probably later. So I'm just going to take this is a ball head pin. He's kind of wonky. Let me see if I can find a straighter one. A little bit wonky. I guess that happens when you are in transit. You get wonky. So I think I just need one. That one's pretty straight. So let me make sure that this is going to not slide through. Sometimes these big bead caps, they have this big hole, and you can, there is a dark spot in my camera. Hang on 1 minute. Sorry about that, guys. Hope I didn't make too many of you dizzy. I didn't realize my phone wasn't in the right position. Okay, so as you can see, this little hole here might be too big. I'm hoping it's not. Oh, that's close. But I'm tugging on it pretty good, and it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to go for it. If you're worried, you could put a little number 6 seed bead down here, or a number 11. That would probably keep it from. And if you're using regular head pins, put a little seed bead. That'll make it more secure. So we're just going to slide our crystal on like this. We're going to put our other bead cap on this side. So these are going to be fancy. We're going to put our little green bicone and our little brown fire polished. Let me move these over. These will be for the mate. So here you have a choice. You could do just a regular loop, or you could do a wire wrap loop. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do a wire wrap loop. Let's see. Because all my beads are round, I don't really need to worry about orientation. What sticks out first doesn't really matter, because all angles of this earring are going to be the same. So that's kind of nice not to have to worry about. And I'm just going to come in with my round nose, and I'm just going to make a loop. Just like this. Now, you could get fancy and do some kind of wire wrapping situation, but I'm keeping this simple just to keep our video from being too long here. But you could do that. There's lots of things you can do here. You could use a smaller gauge wire and wrap it around after you're done with this. Maybe a green wire to make it look like vines or something like that. Or, the vines that come out of the pumpkins. You could do a little dangle if you have a leaf charm. That might be kind of cute. We may play with some leaves in a minute. So I just want to tuck down that one little end. Be careful you don't squish your fire polish bead. But really, that's all there is to it. So now we're going to get an ear wire, if I can find them. Here we go. Let's grab an ear wire. I'm going to grab a silver one. And these are French ear wires. I like those the best. There is your these are very pretty. It's a pumpkin, but it's a very fancy pumpkin. So, this is a nice little nod to the season without being an exact, pumpkin with a jack-o'-lantern face and all that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if you want to go a fancier route, this is the way to go. So that's earring 1. And now I have these beaded beads, which I thought were super cute. I got them somewhere. I think it was a Jesse James beads mix from eons ago. I think these are vintage, actually, Jesse James beads. So we're going to, let's see, let me use this guy. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the crystal, but I'm using some different bead caps because I just want to cover, so you can see all the threads. I just want to cover that. That's mainly why I want to do this. And this looks like a big round, I'm sorry, I can't speak. What is going on with my language lately? Your head pin's going to slide right through that. Uh-oh. Oh. Do you see that bead right in there? Let me see if I can nudge that out of the way. But we're not going to be able to get our... Hang on. It's always something, huh? I just want to push that seed bead back into place. There we go. Okay. Not because it's not going to be covered, but because I'm worried about getting my head pin through there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some little, I think these are number 6 little orange. I just have a little mix of kind of orangey. It's kind of my holiday mix. I just bought a bunch of number 6 seed beads and made a little mix. All right, so again, we're going to take our, he doesn't want to cooperate. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take a number 6, and our really pretty bead cap. Now you could just put the bead cap on the top, but again, I kind of want to cover all those wires, or all that string, I should say. So we're going to cover that. So that looks cute. And what I like about this bead is, it's got the little lines like a pumpkin has. I thought that was really cute. So this time we're going to do something a little different. Let's do, let's see. I think I just want to do a, so this looks like a little, it's a flower, check flower, but yeah, that's cute. You could add leaves again. I do want a little pop of color on the top of that. Let's see what I've got. Oh, this is going to be cute, you guys. Scratch the top bead cap. I forgot I had these. Let me move this. See these little guys? Look at that. We might need the bead cap after all. Oops. But then we can put this little flower. It's like a little ceramic flower, but it looks like some leaves or little greenery. And then we can put our check bead like that, and we can do another wrapped loop. That's really cute. All right. I may need some pliers to help me get that started. By the glare from my lights, I can't see my camera. Not your problem, but my problem. Hope you all had a good weekend. Mine went by way too darn fast. I've been experimenting with some fall casseroles, and we discovered one we really like. It's a pizza casserole. Oh my word, it's delicious. Just Google pizza casserole and give it a try. You won't be sorry. It's a nice way to enjoy those pizza flavors. Um, Honestly, I think making it's cheaper than buying a pizza. If you got grandkids or kids that are young, well, any kids, they would love it. So here's our second little pumpkin. We're going to grab another ear wire. And hazardous things happen in your bead room. I'm sure y'all know that. Or wherever it is that you make beads. So I'll just show you. So this fell. And I have yet to reorganize it. Yep. I love to spill beads. I think somebody has a YouTube channel called Spill the Beads. I think that's Joyce Trowbridge, maybe. Anyway, I love that name of that channel. All right. So here is earring number 2. What do you think? So here's two of them. We've made a fancy, we've made kind of a boho looking one. And now we're going to do something modern. Some modern looking. Let me put this aside so I can make the mate later. Get these out of the way. I just have little piles of beads everywhere. I've been making a lot of things, so it's just a little bit dicey. Now, I did think about doing these little sparkly guys, and if you have a boho bead like this, that would be perfect. I just wanted to give you an example of some different beads you could use. But today, the last pair is going to be these really cute acrylic pumpkins that I found on Etsy, and I will put the shop in my description. Um, I have a bunch others. They have a whole bunch of different kinds. And now I'm looking for some Christmassy stuff too. So I thought these were really pretty and much more of a nod to fall than Halloween. So we're going to make an earring out of that. And I am going to add something sparkly. Maybe. I don't think it needs much because you really want the focus to be, in fact, I think I'm going to take that one out. I think I'm just going to do a little, I mean, talk about a simple pair of earrings, but adorable, no? You obviously can make this longer by adding other, things, but I think I like that. So we're just going to do a little wire. Be cute to do a green wire with this. I have green wire somewhere. I'm not remembering where. So I'm actually going to do gold for this one just to change it up a little. And I don't think we need bead caps with this. I think I'm just going to leave it. Let's see, where does my wire start? Here we go. And I'm just going to, it would be cute to kind of maybe make a spiral. We may try that. So let me straighten this wire out real quick. So this is 22 gauge. This is way more than I need, but we'll see if we can do something fancy. So let's see, the hole is up here, and you don't need to make the round part too big, but I do want this to move. So I'm going to be using this circumference on my bail making pliers. So let's get going on that. Like I said, I might make some spirals. So that's why I'm using, haven't really decided yet, but that's why I'm using such a large piece. That should work. All right. So let's open this up and add our really cute lucite piece. And then we're going to close that up. I'm not going to cut the wire just yet. Just want to wrap it a few times. Okay. Let's add our little green bead. I like that pop of green. It picks up the green in the piece. I like that. So let's do a wrap loop. Now this time we do need to pay attention to the orientation because we want this really cute piece to show. So my ear wires are, let's take a look here. So they're going to be facing the same way as the wire. So we want to make a loop that goes this way so that this pumpkin faces the right way. So for that, I'm going to grab it with my bent nose and I'm going to move it to the side. So it's perpendicular to the loop I just made. And we don't need the bail making pliers for this particular part of the earring. You know, sometimes you just want to make a little simple pair of earrings. You don't want to have to use 12 techniques and have to do Lamaze breathing because you're doing them wrong, or you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just very satisfying to just sit in front of the tube or listen to good music, or in my case, an audio book, and just crank out some earrings that are very simple but cute. All right, that could have been wrapped neater, but this piece is really long. So now, I may trim this. Yeah, let's trim this. I think it's a little too long. We'll use these another time. Let me see if I can. What'd I do? Oh, here we go. It's like, what the heck did I do? So, let me bring this piece of wire forward, and I think I'm going to wrap this one around and bring that forward. So this is going to be really the only fancy thing that we do. Did I just unwrap that? I probably did. Make sure you're going in the right direction. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So I'm going to do some spirals, and then you can kind of, because it's 22 gauge, it's going to be a little more forgiving than like 24 gauge. So we want to just make some loops, some spirals, I mean. So for that, I'm just going to start with my round nose, kind of at the very tip, and you just make a little round. And this is a technique that I'm still practicing myself, okay? So I don't think it has to be perfect. It is just something extra to do, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just figured since I cut so much wire, I would go ahead and give this a try. So I've got my loops on the ends, and I'm going to grab my bent nose. I think I'll start with this shorter one. And we're just going to, I think maybe it might be better this way. I find it's better to push like this. And I'm just kind of twisting my wrist. And I always tend to have like a little bit of a cattywampus spiral at first. I don't know why. I think I'm just need to practice more, like I said. Um, the person that's the expert, of course, is Jem Hawks, if you ever watched her. And I try to do it like her, but clearly I need to watch more of her videos. So, you know, some techniques come easy to us and some we have to practice, right? So I'm just going to keep going. This one's going to be a bigger spiral, obviously, because it's longer. The longer the wire. Oh, that one actually doesn't look too bad. I better not speak ahead of myself here. If you, and you know, I just realized I probably should have measured this because I'm going to want to make another pair. I mean, the matching one. Okay, so as I was messing around with my wire, see how now my loop is not perpendicular anymore? Don't worry about that. You can always move it by grabbing the one underneath and grabbing your pliers and giving it a twist. So sometimes when you're playing with wire, it doesn't end up the way you want it. So now we have our spirals. And I'm going to press this one. I think I'm going to, let's see, where do I want to put that one? I think I might want to just wrap that around one more time. And then I think I'm going to hide my loop for my earring. Now, my wire got warm, so it's a little, like I said, a little wonky. The more that you handle wire, of course, the more malleable it gets. So if this happens to you and you don't like the orientation, since it's still warm, I can move it around a little. So now I'm going to move this guy, and I'm just going to pop him over the other loop that I made. Let me hold that up. So it could be neater, quite honestly, but you get the idea. I just want to see what your option. I want you to see what your options are. So let's grab. I think I'm just going to grab one of these darker ear wires for now. No, I'm not. That doesn't look good. Let me find a gold one. It's just such a pain to dig through this. I really do need to. I think I'll utilize my mom. She loves to sort things for me. Thank goodness. Because I make a mess. I don't know about y'all, but I make a mess. And then I'm like, what? I mean, should they name a tornado after me or what? I don't understand why I can make such a mess, but I do. All right, so let's put this little guy. So that's cute. I think I would probably rework it, but I just wanted to show you the technique and what you could do. And this really wasn't planned, the spiral thing, so I don't think it's executed the way to my standards, but I would probably do it over again, which is no big deal. But, you know, when you don't like something, you redo it. But here's our cute, so 3 quick, pretty cute earrings. Um, and so look through your stash and see what you have. I'm sure you have something. Let me zoom in a little. You can get a better look. Cute, huh? And, you know, I have some leaf earrings. I didn't do any leaf earrings. Leaf beads I didn't do anything with, which would be cute. Maybe hanging down. I've got these. Maybe I'll do something with those and maybe this at some point. So, yeah, just look through your stash, see what you have. You know, you just basically want something that resembles pumpkin, and then you can add, you know, bead caps and, you know, different color beads to evoke the stem. Don't forget, like, uh, rondelles, or if you have Hishi beads, you could do that. Crystals, and then I will put the link for the shop that I found these at. They've got some really cute things, and I'll be showing you more of that throughout the week. All right. So with that, I'm going to say good evening. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe. Join me. Would love to have you. Also, Facebook group, Marcie Creates. I just posted the newest color palette challenge, the first. So that's posted up there if you guys want to take advantage of using a color palette challenge to make a few things. Okay? With that, I'm going to say good evening. I really appreciate all of you. I want you to have a wonderful evening. Take care of your sweet selves and your families and be safe. And I'll see you on the next video.